is unethical. This is unethical.
This is unethical.
Dirty mouth radio, dirty mouth radio. This is unethical. This is unethical. This is unethical. Dirty mouth radio, dirty mouth radio. This is unethical. This is unethical.
This is unethical. Dirty mouth radio.
Dirty mouth radio. This is unethical.
This is
unethical. This is unethical. Dirty mouth radio, dirty mouth radio.
What up? This your boy Comedic Energy, and this is Dirty Mouth Radio. Dirty Mouth Radio, produced by Live Wire Sound Entertainment. It's the coronavirus edition. What's up, peoples? Introduce yourselves.
Your girl Golden.
It's Sade.
Mickey Ficky Cranu.
Yep. And I guess we in here. In all our different places and shit.
Social distancing.
More like out here.
Yeah, this shit crazy as hell, man. I ain't think we gonna be this bad, man. That shit. Man.
Hell yeah. Damn, it's crazy, son. I'm sitting up here in my living room, and I just realized that there's a Mach M4 on my wall right next to Malcolm.
Oh, what?
Oh my God. I feel so embarrassed right now. I feel such like a fucking.
I told you, down.
Basically, I got a gun hanging up on my wall. I hope my mom doesn't see this.
I guess you ready for this martial law, huh?
Come up in this motherfucker tripping. You're gonna really be tripping. You're gonna fall out that motherfucking door.
Man, this shit crazy, man. But you know, we dirty enough. We always gonna find a way to make things happen, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot of trial and error, y'all. This shit is not easy, okay?
Hell no, not at all, yo. God damn.
So what has everybody been up to?
I'm trying to survive.
Going to the damn grocery store seemed like all the damn time I'm being ancient mama out here cooking every damn day. I'm over it.
I feel like that too. I feel like I be at the grocery store a lot. I'm like, damn,
Right.
I just was there.
Shit, I've been chilling. I've been getting work done and shit. Motherfucking making shit happen. I've been cleaning. I've been doing some deep cleaning, and also I've been binge watching all these TV shows.
I've been mad reading a lot of
do
information.
y'all watch? You said what?
I said reading a lot of information.
Word.
Everything that's going
Y'all
on.
Y'all watch Netflix and shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do y'all watch what is it? American All American?
Oh, okay. I know I haven't watched it. I thought you were going to ask about that damn Tiger King. I was about to say I watched 2 episodes of that shit.
Yeah, that Tiger King is on. That shit was
weird.
point.
That shit was ghetto. That shit was ghetto as fuck. Son. That was the most ghettoest white people shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it really was.
My question is, what's the difference between him and R. Kelly?
No, you talk about that other man. That one that
Tiger King and R. Kelly shit.
No, I was talking about the other man that's on there with him that be talking about he doing that yoga shit and he be recruiting them girls like 17 and 16 years old and then he got like 5 wives.
That episode.
Oh, you talking about the dude in Virginia and shit?
Yeah, him. When I seen that, I was like, oh shit, he like R. Kelly. He be recruiting these bitches at 16 years old. Talking about something. They started out as interns and now they married to him. He got like 5 wives.
That shit crazy as fuck.
Well,
he got them working up to sundown.
You know, I'm sorry to say this. I'm sorry to say this about the white community, but that shit is legal in their community. That's fucked up. I know someday in my future, somewhere, somebody's gonna use that shit against me. They're gonna be like, oh, Cray Newt, remember when you said this bullshit about white people and shit? I'm like, God damn. They got my black ass. Oh shit, save me, comedic.
That shit crazy though, man. But I don't see the difference between the girl and the Tiger King himself, man. They both
Oh, you talking
even
about
them.
Carol Baskins or whatever her
Yeah,
name is? That's
Yeah.
the
hell
same thing. Because she called it rescue. I thought she was gonna release them back into the wild. No, bitch, you still got them at your house.
Yo,
hell
that
yeah.
shit, I couldn't watch that show. That show was making me mad as fuck. Yo, seeing them, seeing those animals being caged up like that. Like, I just felt like these motherfuckers is always trying to tame some shit that ain't supposed to be tamed. Like, I felt like
Yeah, that's true.
it reminded me of just like black people just being in cages and shit for some reason. Like, just being tamed and being loving the white man and shit. Like being raised
Can't
for fucking
stand one.
kids and shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a wild person. I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm a natural person. I'm not supposed to be in a cage, bro. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
It just, I don't know. I'm an animal lover, so I don't like shit like that.
I thought it was good because I finally got to see some fucking drama from somebody else besides just us. Like that shit was like a fucking
Oh
reality
my
show.
gosh.
That shit was fucking, I don't care, dog.
Hi.
You sound prejudiced as fuck, son.
I don't care. Yo, them motherfucking music videos that dude was making was
Yo,
funny.
that shit was funny. That nigga was a fucking fool, bro. He was fool for that shit.
And
He was
I
fool.
and I heard that's not him really singing. That he be lip syncing.
Yeah, that's some Garth Brooks
He didn't
shit.
create
That's
the
motherfucking.
He didn't create the TikTok
That's
voiceover.
Hootie. That's some Hootie and the Blowfish type shit.
Yeah.
But that shit was fucking hilarious,
He was
yo.
an asshole, dog. And then the fucking funeral, like that was the ghettoest shit I ever
That,
seen in my life,
Oh, I
bro.
haven't seen the whole thing. I only seen 2 episodes.
you gotta watch that
Yeah,
shit.
I only did like snippets. I can't even wrap
That shit.
really watch it.
No,
But
what was
if you
ghetto was
watch
that damn wedding. How you got 3 people up there getting married at the same time?
yeah, that shit was wild as fuck.
Wow.
But like she started that shit. I don't even say it's his fault, yo. He was doing his own shit. She came after his ass. Like that shit was fucked up. Yeah, man. Because he was just doing his thing and she came like after his ass, fucking him up like all the way, yo. And he was just trying to defend himself, yo, to the
But-
core.
Yo, you seen how his boys was just like, oh, everybody was just snitching on this nigga on Netflix. I'm like, son,
Yeah. That shit, because he started getting obsessed with that shit, yo.
with that whole hitman shit, I was like, bro, they really sitting up here with their faces exposed talking about this shit right now. Like,
That shit was wild, yo.
that could
I
never
ain't
be a black person.
Yeah. Shit was funny.
I would never in my life sit in front of a camera on Netflix and tell somebody like, yeah, he hired me to put a hit out on this chick to kill this lady. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like,
Yeah, that
Right.
was wild.
That's
That was crazy as shit.
y'all crazy as hell. You won't even find me. Somebody send me a text message like, yo, I want to kill this person. I'm never fucking talking to that person again, bro. Like, it's a rap. Like, oh, I don't know you, my nigga. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? I'm not no murderer.
Then they had fucking FBI informants and shit.
Right.
Like the shit was crazy. Like, I knew one of them was snitching. I knew it. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
And yo, that shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah, that shit was,
I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised that Netflix aired that shit because they be airing anything nowadays.
They really.
yeah, they do. They are a lot of shit.
But no, I was talking about that All American joint because like I know it's like a teen drama, but dog, it's so potent. Like that shit resonates so hard for some reason. Like they talk about actual shit. Like they talk about like young folks and suicides, and they talk about like sportsmen using enhancements. They talk about relationships. They talk about gentrification. Watching children trying to make it from out of high school to college, and like some of the shit that they going through. And like it's interesting to me because it go from the hood to fucking
Beverly Hills.
suburbs like Beverly Hills and shit, like the upper echelon of motherfuckers and shit. And it's like this coach at this black college at this white high school, coming from an all black college, all black high school and shit, all a hood upbringing and shit. and showing how he like works his way in that type of environment, but then ultimately has to keep coming back to the community. You know what I'm saying, to pull people out of that shit to motherfucking better motherfuckers. It's interesting. They got my nigga
That's what it's
KD.
about. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. I haven't.
This shit is like, it's really good. The music is on point. Like they talk, niggas be getting shot. Like it's some gang shit in there, bloods, all that shit. Like I'm like, yo, these niggas is really talking about some real live, legit issues. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then they put it in a way where it's kind of surface, so people, you know, all the motherfuckers who don't care about that shit will watch. But at the same time, they motherfucking hitting you with shots of like real subliminal shit. And like the main character on that shit, he's real, yo. He can really act. He's a really good actor. But it's an all black, it's an all predominantly black cast of just different varieties of black people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. Like you got the real hood nigga, then you got the kind of hood nigga who trying to get out the hood, then you got the upper class niggas, then you got the white people. You know what I'm saying? It's real interesting, dog.
Yeah, all walks of life.
Yeah,
I never give it a chance, so I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. So how many seasons is that already?
It's 2 seasons on Netflix right now.
Okay.
But it's kind of like a teen drama, but like when you start looking at that shit, it's really, you kind of start seeing like, okay, I understand what the fuck they trying to do here. They don't hold back, son. They go in, like they be going in. They had a episode like surrounding the Nipsey Hustle shit. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, like some, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
we talked
Like,
about like lesbian relationships. The one girl with her mom not really liking it, but you know, and she telling her mom she kind of got to accept it. And her mom was kind of like fronting for the church, like not wanting her to have her. You know, yeah, it's really good.
Damn. So I got some shit to watch while I'm locked up and shit, huh?
Locked up, they won't let me out.
Yeah, give it a watch. Look at it. You know what I'm saying? If anybody watches it and can comment on the Dirty Mouth Radio, John, hit us up and tell us if, you know, it's something we should talk further about.
Man, that's real interesting, man. So what I was doing pretty much, I was doing a lot of research on this whole shit.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, man. Like
that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
On the COVID-19 shit?
Yeah, the COVID-19 / 5G shit.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, what's up?
So right now COVID's 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
So next year, is it gonna be 20 years old? That's dumb. That was corny. I take it back.
Hopefully that chick died. Hopefully that chick gonna be dead.
You know that shit not gonna die. It's a damn disease. That shit gets stronger as it passes through each human.
Nah, we ain't speaking out.
I don't know. I've heard so much. I've read so much different stuff. I don't even know what to believe. I've watched where doctors are talking about the things that they're seeing as far as what they describe this disease as and how they're treating it is not matching up, and they don't understand. It's like this is like a phenomenon they've never seen before. Like they treating it like it's pneumonia, but it's not really like pneumonia at all. Some of the symptoms, but I can't even keep watching it because they be on there crying and stuff. I'm like, this is too emotional. I gotta watch some other stuff.
I told somebody that soon they're gonna be having commercials for Americans and shit. Please help the Americans.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand how they can have a commercial help the Americans when this is global, so everybody need help.
No, but America is way behind the times. Like them other countries is taking care of their shit. America is behind, and I've read some stuff where people from other countries is like, I'm glad not to be in America, and we supposed to be the top damn country, and we behind.
But look who running it. A clown is running the country, so that's why we don't have.
But even so, not even just. I mean, I don't care for him, of course, but he can't control everything. Like all of them are working together.
I mean, he doesn't control everything. You know, I mean, he's controlled. He's controlling himself.
That's true.
You know? But like, honestly, I feel like me personally, I feel like okay, everybody talks about population control. Okay, yeah, that's reasonable to think. But I don't know. Sometimes I be feeling like America is getting prepared to get invaded or some shit like that. For some reason, I don't know why that shit keeps coming to my head. But
Mm.
like, this is the type of shit that makes a country weak to be invaded. You know what I'm saying? A disease that fucks up people, and then next thing you know, a cure comes out, and then we weak and shit, and we ain't got enough resources, and the next thing you know, some bullshit goes off, and then one thing leads to another. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they
But
were talking about how it could have actually, like when it first came out, they said, "What if this could have actually been a biological attack?"
Hmm.
And it kind of made me think. I was like, "Damn, if it was a biological attack, man, that shit fucking worked. That's just fucking
Yeah,
everybody."
because after a while, man, people not nobody's gonna be able to. If this shit keeps getting bad, at some point in time, nobody's gonna be able to come outside and go to work. And if
but that's
Yeah,
nobody's
what
going,
Mr. Fauci just said that he don't even know when we'll get back to normal or if it will
right.
even get back to normal if we don't get the fucking vaccine.
And
yeah,
once that happens, think about all the technicians that work on like the satellites and all of that shit that operates our culture and shit, electricity and shit. Motherfuckers, all that shit's going to just start. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck's gonna happen to that shit? Then the
yeah,
food's not gonna be properly made, and all the resources. That I think can animals catch that shit?
So now
yeah.
they
They
said that
claim
a damn tiger caught it in Brooklyn at the Brooklyn Zoo.
He
What?
wouldn't have caught that with the Tiger Kings and shit. He wouldn't have had none of that shit because my man would have had.
First of all, Americans, humans can't even get the fucking test, but you gonna tell me a tiger got it? How?
Yeah,
Wow,
How sway?
that's some
bro.
bullshit,
So if
man.
animals can get it, then we even more screwed. So then like we become apocalyptic and shit, and we all can't do shit. We gotta steal fucking food and resources and shit, and we become a third world country and shit. Like.
That is true.
Over time, of course it'll take a long time to get there, but it's a disease will do some shit like that. Like that shit takes time to get rid of, bro, because you don't
But
know who.
my thing is, Cuba got the cure. Not the cure, but I guess the treatment that helps them recover.
Yeah,
When the fuck is we gonna say fuck it and get cool with Cuba so we can get the motherfucking cure too?
Cuba like fuck America because they motherfucking want to put up these walls and shit and goddamn stop
Exactly.
them from selling coke.
So we got we gotta be the one that say fuck that shit. We need some motherfucking help, and
Yeah.
we be too
Shit,
proud to do that shit.
if America would have let Cuba, if we had let Cuba to do what they need to do with the coke, maybe we could have some fucking products to clear out this damn disease. Because niggas don't know that coca has actual cleaning properties that are necessary to get rid of shit like that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
is true, man. That's real
Shit,
talk. But
you could
so
put coke in toothpaste and clean your teeth.
yeah, I I did a little research on this, man. But my question before I get into it to y'all is, what are some of the ways y'all kind of like limiting yourself besides just staying in the house? Like, what are some of the things that y'all been doing?
Limiting
I ain't,
ourselves as far as what?
Like, from being susceptible to the virus, or like, how do I don't even know how I ask the
well,
question.
basically, I guess we all been doing the same thing like we've been talking about before, like washing our hands, taking our black seed oil, taking our vitamins, our vitamin C. I just put
Mhm.
in the order for my sea moss. When I go out, use my hand sanitizer and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
I try not to go out as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. My sea moss, smoothies. I try to
Mhm.
work out in the morning so I can go outside, go to the grocery store when I need to, but try to be
Yeah.
in. But I mean, honestly, if they saying that if this really was what it was, everybody in a fucking America would have it. When people got to go to work,
Yeah.
we so damn essential. We right next to each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Exactly. Exactly.
really, is this what y'all claiming it to be? That's why I think it's other things a hidden agenda because everybody would have this shit.
And I
Yeah.
wanted you to elaborate, Comedic, on the 5G because I hear a lot of people talking about it. and I'm just really not quite understanding how it what it is and how it affects people. I looked at one thing and they was talking about how 5G is like a weapon that the military used to scatter crowds and make it you feel like your skin is burning. So
Yeah.
how is that something they can
Yeah.
use to make the internet faster? Just I
I
don't
think they got a
understand.
Netflix special
You
about
got
that shit.
yeah, with pretty much from what I've been reading, I've been looking at it from a bunch of different ways, and they saying this one video that a coworker sent me kind of like really explained everything.
I think I know who
So
you talking about too.
yeah, so she kind of correlated. Well, the video
That bitch.
correlated the Corona with 5G. So they're saying, you know how they say 5G is like, I mean, Corona is like you experience like flu-like symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, saying the 5G is actually poisoning your cells and is what causing the flu-like symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying? So when I was doing more research on it, every single G that has come out, they've had something with it. Swine flu, you have fucking bird flu. Yeah, you got this shit. That's 3G, 4G, and 5G every single time. So what they saying is with this 5G, it's a bunch of radiation. That's the problem. It's too much fucking radiation with this 5G shit. And that is what's affecting people. And some people I know have been affected personally and lost some people as well. Like this shit is fucking crazy.
It's
And
crazy.
there's some ways you can kind of limit this, and this is what the video was saying, because I had to really look at it and kind of be real skeptical of what the dude was saying, because you know it's still conspiracy type shit.
Right.
He started associating religion with it as well, but the way he associated it, religion and spirituality, kind of made sense. So he talked about how you should like pray and meditate and elevate your frequency.
Yep.
And I was like, man, so if you elevate your frequency, you kind of limit the actual exposure. Like the way I'll send it to you.
Just positive thoughts. Like you cannot like be into like the media is the devil. Period.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep feeding you what they want to feed you. So if you are focused on something else, whatever, if you pray to whoever your God is or whatever the case may be, or you do yoga or you practice that, keep your mindset on something positive.
Exactly. You gotta elevate your frequency.
Yeah,
that's the
you gotta vibe on a whole other level.
That goes back to like what you ingest as well, like what you feed your body, like what you listening to, your smell, your sights, all your senses and stuff, like what you speak, what you repeat, all of that shit.
That's true.
That shit definitely affects your vibrations and your frequency and all of that shit too.
So another thing was the meditation, that does it too. The fumigation, like Prince with Comedic Science was talking about, with the whole organic peppermint that we had in a previous episode, that shit plays a role too in the burning of the sage. But also like
I ain't doing the sage.
I mean, that's a whole nother step. But also working with like crystals. So a lot of people don't know about how crystals and gemstones actually work. You got nothing but time on your hands to start researching shit. Like different crystals have different properties and different elements that help you.
You don't need that either.
You said what?
I said that's different spirits. You don't need that either.
That raises your frequency as well. You got nothing but time to start Googling the shit.
Hey, this is one thing that kind of like be tripping me out. Like, I hear what Sade's saying. I hear what Comedic saying. But I'm like, how can it be of the devil? It's from the earth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Anything that's placed on this earth is for everyone to use. That includes us, animals, insects, whatever. Like it can't be of the devil. Like, come on now.
I guess it's just how you use it.
If we use gold, why can't we use crystals. You feel
Pyrite.
me? Man?
Pyrite. Yep. Yep.
Nope.
Hell yeah. So anyway, another thing
Comedic
is
energy.
um, so I saw something like last week, and this guy was talking about plants. And I didn't know that there are certain indoor plants that actually absorb radiation.
Yes,
Oh, I think I did
I
see
was
something
reading up
about
on
that.
that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, so they
marijuana.
have, I got 5 of them, but there's also a few more that actually they absorb the radiation, but they also purify your house. So the first one is
Sun,
cacti.
sun,
Any type of
oh,
cactus you may have,
Like this, yep.
that can absorb the computer radiation.
isn't one of them sunflowers or something like that?
Yeah, sunflower would do it. You got a batal leaf plant. You got
Never heard of that.
spider plants is what my wife always gets.
Right.
I didn't
Oh, and I
even
know they
realize.
got the snake plants too.
Yeah, the a Sansevieria. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that shit. Stone lotus flowers. You got areca palms, aloe vera plants, a rubber plant, like you said, sunflower plants. Like all these plants, I didn't realize that they did that shit.
Yep.
Mhm.
And like every time my wife gets some plants and she'll put them in the room, like when they're new, she puts them in the room and I wake up, I start feeling different. And I'm
Mhm.
like, because she has like nosebleeds real bad because it gets real dry.
Yeah.
But when she'll buy a new set of plants, it'll actually help, and I start feeling different. So I never really thought about that shit until I actually started researching these plants. But hey,
It's
try that shit out.
Yeah, it's interesting like what like earth can do for like the body. Like, plants
Yeah.
like those, marijuana,
Mm.
um you got plants that even do stuff for burns and stuff, like aloe vera and all of that stuff. Like that shit's crazy. But
That shit
we
is wild, man.
but we deter ourselves from like these herbal essences and all of this stuff to go to what drugs, right? That's what they
Yeah,
call it. But they call
yeah,
the stuff that's natural drugs. Ain't that's weird.
yeah.
That's weird.
That's crazy as hell.
They call the stuff that you want to use to heal the body, that can heal the body naturally, a drug. But then they don't. Then they call their drugs, but they're legal drugs. Like
We call it prescriptions and shit.
it's actually called a drugstore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's got its different terminology, but at the end of the day, that's what they selling niggas, drugs.
Yeah. So the last point I got is EMF. So EMF waves are
Radio tech.
those. Yeah. So they have actual stickers that kind of combat that and will lower the actual waves. So you could put on like your routers, your computers, your cell phones, and things like that. And a lot of people say cut your Wi-Fi off before you go to bed and shit because
Hmm.
it'll actually give you a better night's sleep. Yeah, like the shit. I learned about that a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
so it's creepy because I got a text message. Somebody sent it to somebody and they sent it to me the other night. And it was like cut off all your electronics at
Yeah,
12:30, between 12:30 and 3:30. It was like this huge thing was gonna happen where they were gonna like do this mass radiation where they was like working on all this shit. So to cut off all your stuff at like 12:30. Yeah, it was
wow,
crazy. I got that text like probably 2, 3 nights ago.
wow,
That's crazy.
that shit crazy. That shit crazy as hell.
It's interesting and fascinating to me how much shit is in this world that people don't know about. Like that's just crazy.
Mm-hmm. Man, I don't know, man. But I say this is like the perfect time for people to just focus on their craft and their purpose and shit. Invest in some stocks, all
Save
that
some
stuff.
money. Oh yeah.
It's like it's a lot of shit we could be doing that's beneficial. And
I mean, I know it is, and I hear people saying that, but at the same time, this time right here might be for somebody just to get peace. You know what I'm saying? Because they're always so busy.
I
That
mean
part.
that too. That's
That's
like
what
the
I.
best way to level up is to
Let
have that.
Let me tell
This is
you
your
something.
vacation.
Let me tell you something. I just been so thankful and blessed that I don't have to come to work. I said God heard my prayer. I
Oh my
know.
gosh.
I
That's some
know He
straight up
heard my
nigga shit
prayer.
right there.
I know He. I know He heard my prayer. Cause I be,
That is some nigga shit if I ain't
I
never
be
heard that in
crying
my
almost
life.
every day. Okay?
Oh my god, that's the most ghettoest thing I've ever heard besides Tiger King in my life.
You
You so
stop
stupid.
playing.
Nah, seriously, she's right though. I am happy. Like, I'm not going to my regular job, but I am going to work. Like, but I get to work on shit that
That
I
you
actually
love.
want to fucking work on. You know, and I got
Yeah,
It's
actual
a
time for
blessing.
this shit. Yes,
yeah,
so
it is.
it definitely is a blessing. You know, in disguise of a very very nasty ass curse.
Right.
But like you asked earlier, what y'all been doing to like change up, y'all habits and shit. Me, I've been going outside. Like people, y'all probably gonna think I'm crazy and stupid, but I've been going outside. I be taking pictures. Me and my dog still be going out and shit. You know, of course I clean off, and do all of that shit. But life does go on, bro. Like you can't be
It does.
But we
That's the truth.
afraid. You
need
can't be
something.
afraid. Because of fear blocks you from seeing beauty. Like motherfucking
Fear makes
goddamn
you
Will Smith said that shit, on one of his little videos and shit. He was teaching his kids that shit, like, yo, fear distorts beauty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
so it's a lot of beautiful shit that's going on. Like the plants ain't sick, the trees ain't sick and shit. It's people and animals catching that shit. So
yeah, that's true.
you know, shit, you probably be a little more safer off around the plants and shit than people right now.
Yeah, you got a point.
But people still not adhering to the social distancing. They showing people down at Freedom Park playing basketball. I'm not lying. Having picnics, just having cookouts.
These niggas playing basketball.
Hey, Sean, they was deep at the wharf, yo. Back home, they was kicking their ass.
Oh
Yeah,
hell no, nigga!
Yo,
You touch me with your sweaty ass hands, I'm gonna steal you in your mouth, bro. Like no, nigga.
they
You're
was
not about
deep
to,
regular day, yo.
bro. You're not about to be in a pandemic and be backing me down to dunk on me with your shirt off, sweating and shit in a pandemic, nigga. What?
No, and then also it was one dude in Ohio. He went on live. He had like the whole block was out. They was having a block party.
They was doing that in Louisiana too.
They arrested that man.
People had no sense of
They was like-
urgency.
They was like, "Fuck this! This how we celebrate Corona." I was like,
Emergency.
"What?"
What? Celebrate Corona? Nigga,
Nah.
what the fuck? What? Time out. Time out, nigga. He needs to be locked the fuck up. Nigga, what?
They did.
This is how we celebrate Corona? Nigga, what? Yo, that's fucking fool. Oh, I done heard the craziest shit today, y'all.
Wow.
Yo, I almost dropped a tear just now from that shit. Yeah. Celebrate Corona, nigga?
I'm serious. I seen that. I was like, "What?"
What they popping fucking Molly and shit and sniffing up cocaine?
I believe so.
Probably they ain't got nothing but time on their hands and shit, man.
They like, oh, don't worry about this. This shit gonna clean your nose out. Sniff this shit real quick. It's just gonna bleed anyway. It's gonna come right back out.
Now, speaking of that, I did for some people that did see it and comment on it. I did post. There was this thing that this guy had on Instagram where he was speaking on Corona and how you can actually kill it using heat.
Oh
yeah. So he made a pot and he kind of steamed the pot and put orange peels. He put like pink Himalayan salt, and he said you just need to breathe it in, like the equivalent of being in a sauna. Yeah, he said the coldest place in your body is your nose. So if you warm up your nose, you actually warm up your lungs and everything. Corona goes through your nose and to your lungs. So if you warm that up, you warm your lungs up, everything else is warm and it can't survive. And I've been doing that shit for a couple of days. And I've been doing that shit like 10 minutes. Like, shit is actually
15 minutes. It's a facial for your nose. And if you really have mucus and you really get into it,
yep.
you come out.
Yeah.
Man.
I was like, damn, this dude, he on to some shit.
Yeah, because he said the problem with the I guess the scientists or the people who make the drugs or whatever, they're having a hard time figuring out how to come up with a cure that can be warm and you can pop it and take it and shit and then heat up your whole systems because it has to be inhaled. You know what I'm saying? It can't be. I guess it can't be digested or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was just like, nigga, go get some Vicks and some vapor rub and you Gucci. Like, what the
Oh
fuck is
my
that?
goodness.
Like
I
that's
take it
that,
back to
that
food day.
Oh, and
Get
that's
you some
you forgetting the ginger ale too, right?
yeah. Bubble that shit up and burn that shit out. Like we good.
And
Like what
chicken
take
noodle
a
soup, right?
take a hot steamy shower, let your pores open up, let that shit, you know what I'm saying, expunge from out your or exfoliate or whatever the fuck they call it out of
Oh
your
my
skin. And you're good. You are good to go.
god. So
That sounds like a remedy.
so our grandma's been on to something this whole time.
They've been on the shit.
Hey, they've been
They had
they've
the
been
shit in their
on
pantries.
shit. They ain't had no issues and shit, so they might be, yo.
So
Shit.
just
Who
cut up
They
your
on
onion
that
and
shit.
put it in your sock too, huh?
And smoke a
knows?
blunt and you good.
I knew that shit was coming.
Yeah, you good. You know what I'm saying? Calm all that shit out. Get you some mint, all that.
Yeah. Well, you got a point, man.
That's
This
funny.
shit fuck.
Y'all niggas, y'all don't listen to me. Y'all be all disformed and figured and shit and have fingers growing out your eyes and shit. I don't listen to Craig. Shit.
Oh shoot,
Your nose
man.
might fall off, nigga.
Shit, you never know, dog. Oh my goodness. I know I
Yeah,
just
this
been doing like a bunch of shit around the house and shit, man. I've been cleaning like I ain't never cleaned before, yo.
word.
Like I
Oh,
ain't never
oh, you're
cleaned before.
saying you never cleaned before?
Man, fuck out of here. I ain't
You,
cleaning
you know,
without
you know I'm gonna edit this shit, right? I'm gonna cut all that shit. Oh yeah, Kamek said he never cleans ever. I'm gonna fuck your whole shit up, son. Nah, that's fucked up.
shit, man.
That's fucked
Deep
up. That's
cleaning,
fucked
man.
up.
Deep fucking cleaning, yo.
I would
This
never
shit,
do
this
that.
shit wild as hell, man.
I wouldn't do
Mm-mm.
that to you, son. I would never do that to you, son.
It's all good, man. Well, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up? What everybody else been doing, man? Anything else? Just chilling and shit.
I mean,
No,
like, life is a little boring when you don't see people all the time.
oh my
I
god,
guess.
I miss brunch, y'all. I miss going.
Word.
I've been
Like, I
craving
wish
some
if
brunch.
we could do everything we wanted to do and was doing while we were working, except for having to go to work and still get paid, everything would be great, son.
It would be
Like,
wonderful.
you know,
Heck yeah.
like the work part is what kind of just fucks everything up. Like, you want to still be able to talk to people and go out to eat and shit, but you know, I mean, shit, you know, fuck,
But what
like,
would you be doing though? What would you be doing if you was getting paid and you wasn't working?
oh, nigga, oh, somebody else start, please, so I can go last.
Like, what would you find yourself doing?
Son, I would run a marathon. I go swimming. I do everything I wanted to. The fuck? Oh
If
wait,
you
do we
want
still
to
gotta pay
work,
taxes and shit?
Yeah, you still got to pay tax. The only thing you ain't,
Oh fuck!
the
A
only
nigga
thing
can't
you
do shit,
ain't is actually present for work, but you getting paid.
dog. That's whack. You gotta change that shit. Take the
Nah,
taxes off. Take that
that
out,
shit be real. It gotta be realistic, man.
man. Fuck that. That shit ain't real. Taxes ain't real. That's some bullshit. They just pocketing that shit anyway. They ain't doing nothing with it,
You right. You right. Like, you
motherfucker.
said. But what would you be doing?
I can't do shit if I gotta pay taxes and shit and bills and rent. The fuck? I'm fucked up right now. What the fuck? You just want me to put my business out there? Yeah, nigga, I'm fucked up.
Shit. I mean, I feel you, dog. I feel you.
Oh fuck. Oh
Yeah.
no.
So it's like, yeah, I guess we live in that right
I would
now, huh?
still be saving bread and trying to
Mhm.
figure out because IRS they ain't on no COVID. They ain't got the shit. Them bitch ass
Right.
niggas.
Yeah, they still pulling shit from me. Like, goddamn,
Shit.
yo. I thought y'all niggas
Them,
was at home and shit.
yeah, them niggas like, oh this shit. I don't gotta go to work, but I can still send these mails to your house and shit.
And they working from
It's
home.
still
Y'all
send you
niggas
some
ain't
letters.
essential. Fuck yeah.
I'll just
Shit.
put it in the mailbox and let the mailman deal with it. The fuck? Like, oh, he ain't getting his mail. I know this nigga got a phone and he got a Gmail. He gonna get this shit. We serving his ass.
So since the last time we talked, did anybody get like some stocks and shit? Anybody get any other stock?
I played around with it a little bit. I put like $80 in there just because I don't know what I'm doing, and I just wanted to see what what would happen. So I mean, it's
Has it
basically
done anything?
it's been going up and down, and basically it's just remained the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I put a couple of in. I got like one share in JetBlue, one in Carnival,
Yeah.
something else.
I'm trying
Oh,
to find.
Fair. I try to think about the industries that's gonna grow once this stuff is over.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to find one. I'm trying to find one that's got a tutorial and little baby pictures to teach me how to do the shit.
Baby pictures.
I need pop ups because this shit. I don't do well with manuscript. Like I need pictures and shit.
I've been helping a lot of people like get the app, the little Robin Hood app, and like starting it up and trying to do it that way. My stocks, they actually like they've gone up considerably in the last like 2 weeks. I think my whole portfolio went about $30.
This nigga comedic about to be a billionaire and shit. About to fucking leave us all behind.
Told
That's why.
y'all, man, in the
Hold up. That's
millionaire.
what hold up. I'm waiting for my stimulus check so I could drop some of it in the on the stocks.
You trying to get your
Yeah.
Trump money and shit?
Yeah, I need my Trump check. Shit, where is that?
Trump check. That's funny as hell. Somebody gonna make a song about that shit when they hear this. Get your
Well,
Trump check. Get your Trump check.
what I did was I went to so y'all remember Papa Lewis talking about the Wall Street trapper dude, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So he had a webinar a couple days ago, and I
You
was
was
on
there?
that joint.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 3 hours long, but it was paired with like real estate investing too from another guy, Jay Morrison. So they
Yeah.
kind of combine themselves, and like for this special that they have, you can get both of their products for one specific price. But he was talking about everything Papa Lou was talking about when it came to like the REITs, you know, the real estate investing trust and all that stuff.
Hmm.
But he was talking about the different stocks that you can kind of get now while they're low and how to actually find these companies. So he was saying like you know, you look at the name of the company, but you look at like their I think you call it their balance sheets, how their money is coming and going, like the longevity of the companies, because you know new companies be popping up damn near every day. So he was like, "Yo, you got to really narrow down and find, you know, the ones that are gonna be there for the long term, because they can easily just close up shop." You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what I was doing, I recently invested in the funeral service stock.
Right, because I know that's booming right now. If you a
Yeah,
mortician, you
I
making
was
bank.
like, I was like, man, I might as well do that shit because of everything that's going on. You get what I'm saying? And when I first did it, I felt bad. I'm like, man, this is
Why?
like money off dead people. But I'm like, this shit is everybody got a job. You get what I'm saying?
Right, and if the COVID wasn't going on, people dying every day anyway.
Exactly. So I was like, man, shit, I might as well. And the stock wasn't even that high. That shit was like $30 a share or something like that. And it's been growing since then. So, yo, it's like if people ain't done it by now, follow that man Wall Street Chopper, man. Like the dude really breaks shit down to you. Like the dude was just to give a little backstory on who he was, and he always says it, but the dude actually did trap. He got locked up and shit, but he learned everything about stocks while he was locked up. And he's kind of applying that whole mindset with how you actually get the stocks. Like how you flip it. He's their key thing, him and Jay Morrison, they're all about making things simple as possible so people can understand what they gotta do. You get what I'm saying? Because when people talk about stocks, people automatically get confused and just get turned off because they don't know what the fuck going on. But he was like, I break this shit down all the way to elementary school so people understand what the fuck they need to do. So when I listened to the webinar, man, I came out of that shit really with a plan. If I get this damn Trump check, I already know what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Like, and on a real estate aspect, that shit kind of got me even more because I didn't realize that you can actually get into real estate without actually purchasing a property per se. You know what I'm saying? Because it's shit like tax liens and shit. That shit makes money as well without, as far as I know, I ain't doing enough researching, but I don't think you actually need the property. If you got the tax lien, you're good. You know what I'm saying? You can actually sell the tax. That's like having the property without dealing with the property. Yeah, I was like, yo, this shit was wild as fuck, man. It was long as hell. But the shit was real fucking like educational, yo. That's pretty much been me, man. I've been focusing on this finance shit.
I guess it would be wise to put some stock into the internet too.
Yeah.
You know that shit booming right now. That's all people got to do right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Netflix, all that.
Amazon, that shit.
Oh yeah.
All that shit, man.
Besides doing that, I feel like I be ordering something every day. I'm like, dang, you got another package here. I'm like,
A lot of people who work from home said that's what they've been doing.
Yeah. Just been ordering their ass off, man. Because I noticed with Amazon, I was about to buy something like 3 weeks ago. And they was on this shit where they was doing nothing but like essential supplies and everything was on back order. And like after 2 days, they cut that shit off and everybody was like, yeah, y'all gonna get this regular shit.
Wow.
Because it's like, it makes me think like, yeah, y'all motherfuckers is taking a hurt. Y'all niggas is trying to get back to the money and shit.
Right.
Like, yeah, y'all 2 days and now y'all need this bread. So
that's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
But for them, but looking at their pockets and shit, like one day is probably like equal to like an entire week of just like, profit marginal loss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Especially with these cruise liners, man. Cruise liners taking it the most. Cruise liners and the airlines and shit. Like they all fucked up.
But they still flying, right?
Though. They're still flying like freight and shit like that around. So I mean, are they really taking a hit? Because because that stuff costs more than passengers.
Yeah, that's where you make your money from, actually, the cargo and the freight and stuff.
Like they say that the passenger is just like extra bread for the planes. Yeah. I mean, plane airlines and shit.
Yeah,
they don't really need that shit because all that. I think do FedEx be flying these? No, FedEx got their own planes and shit.
Yeah, they own them. But if that's the case, you wouldn't be laying off workers too, though. So they taking a hit. They taking a
True.
And they about to get the bailout money, or they got it, whatever.
Oh, really? They got bailout money?
Yeah.
But that's why they couldn't close either. Like the government has to shut the airlines down.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It is controlled by it is. Yeah, because the government is a higher entity in the whole whatever the fuck they got agreement that they got, so they can't shut the shit down unless the government say so and shit.
Damn. Yeah, that shit's crazy, yo.
But yeah, that shit is wild. But I'm surprised ain't nobody come up with some fucking package drones and shit that be flying them shits from country to country or city to city and shit.
I thought Amazon was working on that.
Oh, they got package drones? Oh,
I don't know if they out yet, but they was working on it.
Yeah, they talked about it and they stopped. I don't know what the fuck.
It's about to be oh shit.
It's gonna be Breakpoint.
It's about to be a takeover, son.
Man, that shit crazy, yo.
They're gonna have androids knocking on our door next. It's gonna be crazy. Hi, would you like to buy Amazon tickets? The fuck?
Well, they said, speaking of that,
I am robot.
The movie theaters, they taking a fucking hit.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, they getting ready to
close. They might not be able to open back up after this.
Yeah, AMC, they gonna shut that shit all the way down.
Yeah.
Damn, that's lame. Yeah. I like going to the movies and shit.
I know, and I see that some of the movies that's supposed to be coming to theaters, they put that joint on Amazon Prime. Talk about something. I'm like, I'm not
Damn.
gonna buy this movie for no $20. Y'all done lost y'all mind.
Oh man, that's fucked up. I love like going to the movies is like one of my favorite things to do, dog. Especially when
Yeah.
ain't nobody in that bitch. You got that big ass screen, chilling, laid back, drinking a beer. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dog.
I feel like the movie theaters deserves more of a relief than the airlines.
What?
What? Ain't that some shit?
Oh my goodness.
I think they deserve the stimulus package more than the damn airlines do.
I need some bailout.
You need bailout, son. Come on, it's the movies. Like everybody likes to go to the movies.
Hey, I was looking at this post. They was like, "Yo, $56 for popcorn. Y'all niggas should have been saving that shit."
Oh
That's right.
shit! Oh, went on their ass.
Yeah.
I don't know how. You think they really was making money on concessions? Cause shoot, I always bring my snacks with me.
I think they are. Yeah, they make it.
People be getting beer and drinks and shit.
Oh yeah,
Hell
I would get liquor though, but I would bring my own snacks though. 'Cause,
Hey.
$10 for a
Man.
small box of popcorn. That's crazy.
But it's crazy how all this shit going on. Yeah, I still see white people going to the golf course in they fast ass cars with the top down and shit.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
they be out
said
there
that was
deep,
essential. Some governors put that as essential.
Are you serious?
I know the governor of Florida. That's an essential activity.
What?
What?
Because Plies was going in, he was like, "Let me look up the definition of essential. Absolutely important." I was like, he was like, "Oh, so you trying to tell me golf is absolutely important?"
That's crazy as hell.
That's
They
fucked
doing this shit is a game, bro. It's
Yo,
a
they
game.
be out there. Yo, they be
Because
out there.
that's how they be getting their business deals. They be politicking out there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how they control the earth. Yeah. Man. They got
That's
secret meetings and shit. Damn.
Essential activities. Wow.
Golfing.
Damn.
He was like, "Well, then open up the rest of the damn sports."
Well, this is some bullshit. How is golfing an essential activity? Is sex an essential activity?
You got damn right it is, nigga. It's about to be corona babies out this shit, okay?
But if you gotta have social distancing, how the fuck you gonna have sex?
The same way y'all nasty mugs was doing it before FaceTime.
So a bunch of dudes can stand around smacking white balls, but I can't smack.
Lord,
I can't let a female smack my black balls.
I cannot.
That was some raunchy, dirty, nasty, dirty mouth shit. Fucking Cranu did just say that shit. I said that shit.
Oh shit, oh, you crazy, dog.
Cause that's what it's gonna come down to. People ain't gonna be able to have no sex.
Yeah.
Shit.
What?
Damn. I'm gonna need this corona shit to get go
That
away.
shit. They ain't about to be regulating that shit at all. Fuck that shit, nigga. Still gonna get mine.
You can't regulate sex, son?
They ain't about to regulate it over here.
Oh, that's funny. Shoot, China regulating sex. You can only have 2 kids, some shit over there.
Well, I heard about with China that they're about to go to some type of like social credit system.
What?
Yeah, it's some type. You remember Black Mirror?
Vaguely.
That was on Netflix. Well, they had an episode where you had people was like buying shit, but it was like with social media actually in their lives and shit. So they would look at like a glass and they would pull your name up on social media and it will see like how relevant you are on social media and shit. And that was how much money you had and shit like that.
You said Black Mirror or Glass Mirror?
Black Mirror.
Oh hell yeah! I remember that shit, son. They was talking about that.
Yeah, dog.
Like,
And that's what they yeah. Like kind of, and they were gonna use that as credit and shit. I'm like, yo, this shit.
That's almost like having likes on YouTube and shit.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
That's
But
real.
it's weird as shit, right? But when you think about it, the wealthy and the rich, how many likes will they have on fucking Instagram and Facebook and shit?
Some
A
of them
hundred
gonna
million.
have a lot like the Kardashians.
Like, but you gotta those likes and shit. If you were to translate that to money, they would have a whole bunch of fucking money, right?
Right.
Still,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So that
But
shit,
Mm.
somebody like me, I'm broke as hell, can't get shit, can't even get a loaf of bread.
You gotta
same
pop
here.
that ass. You gotta pop that ass on YouTube.
Pop
Oh
that
my
ass
Get your
god.
likes.
and let me
Get
see
your likes
what you
up.
got.
You gotta get your likes up. You better get your Megan Goodies on.
You better what about them knees? Yo,
Girl, gotta work that back. Lobster
And
tail.
and, and Cray Nuke, what you gonna work?
You know what I'm gonna work. I'm gonna
Fans
work, twerk,
only.
and I'm gonna shake all of it. Shit, I need likes. Fuck that.
Okay. Fans only.
You can catch me. You can catch me live at 5 o'clock Central. I'm gonna be buttered brown. Shit, give me the like. Like all of it. You know,
Oh my
and if
goodness.
you like me twice, I might just lift a weight for you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
Show you my pectorials and all that shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, they put us on a like system, bro. I'm gonna do it, dog. What the fuck? Yo, what would you have? What would you do if you was on a like system? Like that's the way you get money. Like every day you got to get at least uh what would you say, like 200 likes in order to make your paycheck what you make now a week?
But I would be promoting like crazy.
Yeah,
What
everybody
would
be
You have to be putting
extra.
good content out there that people want to see. That's it.
Listen, I'm gonna have to have my daughter in control of mine because Lord knows I don't know nothing.
my camera would literally be on while I'm sleeping, bro.
Yeah, no bullshit.
I'll be
You have to
farting
do
in
what
my
you gotta
sleep.
do
I'll
for
be
money.
I
farting and
don't think I
sweating
want
in
them
my
that.
sleep.
I don't think I want them that much into my life while I'm asleep. But definitely want them.
You need to make that money. If you ain't making that quota for the day, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna
I'll be
have
like,
a
yo,
1,000 pictures for the daytime.
I'll be like, yo, I think I want to make 500 a day. I'm about to just walk around butt naked through the city and shit. Videotaping myself talking to having casual conversations with white people and shit.
Okay, keep it up.
Oh shit, son.
I'm gonna go to
Oh.
church. I'm gonna go to church. I'm gonna go to church and I'm gonna play the bass in my fucking drawers and shit. Yo, I have a billion likes, Mo.
Yeah. Everybody's extra over these likes now, man. Like, if that shit really would have happened, that should be. Oh my god. I
Damn.
think that should be like really fucking like violent because people will start doing stupid shit just to get the
Yeah.
attention.
And then it turn into some shit where people start trying to steal people's likes like they stealing their
Yeah.
credit. You know,
Mhm.
it be
Yeah.
some cyber war shit.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, somebody just sent me this saying it's a new thing circling around. People are going around door to door handing out masks. They're saying it's an initiative from the local government. They're asking you to put it on first to see if it works. It is doused with chemicals which knock you out cold. Then they rob you. What the hell?
Are you
What?
serious?
What?
Oh hell no.
First of all, I'm not opening my door for somebody I didn't invite to come in.
Right. And right now with the social distancing, ain't nobody coming to my damn house. You don't need to come over.
Right.
Exactly.
Talking about
Yep.
some passing out masks to see if it fits, and then it's doused with chemicals. What?
Dog, I don't
Yeah, you
open the
gonna
door.
Crazy.
fuck that.
I don't open the door for the maintenance niggas when they try to come up in this bitch. I'm definitely not answering the door for some regular niggas. What?
Oh shit! I don't answer the phone, nigga. What makes you think I'm gonna answer the door? Fuck
Yeah,
that
nah,
shit.
I'm too paranoid. I'm too paranoid for that type of shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. Well, this was straight, man. This was the first, hopefully not of many, fucking quarantine edition of fucking Dirty Mouth Radio.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
some dirty mouth ass shit. Shit. Ew. Ew. It just
Cyber hugs,
don't
guys. Cyber hugs.
don't Don't associate COVID-9 with dirty mouth. I don't even like the way that shit sounds together. That just sounds disgusting.
Get Rona out of here. Rona gotta go.
Ugh.
Yeah, man, Rona gotta go, baby. So, like, with this being said, man, this is your boy Energy.
COVID mouth.
Your girl
COVID
goes
mouth radio.
there. It's Sade.
Your boy Crane with COVID mouth radio.
Peace, peoples.
Peace out.
This show is produced by Livewire Sound and Entertainment. If you're looking to rent premium sound equipment for your next concert or podcast at a low price, go to www.livewiresoundent.com.